In today's video, I'm going to be covering an on-reveal deck that is only pool 1 cards. So on my channel for the first maybe month or so, I'm just going to post cards that are pool 1 and pool 2, so that way you guys can actually play the same decks early on. And I don't want to be showcasing a bunch of decks that have cards that none of the new players have. I think that'd just be kind of silly. So I'm just going to go over all the cards really quickly. Elektra destroys a randomly 1-cost card at this location. Just gets you some good value. Nightcrawler can be moved once per game, so if there's a location that says you can't play cards here or you can't play certain cost cards here, Nightcrawler can get around that, and your opponent has to wonder where you're allocating the 2 power from Nightcrawler because it gets 1 move per game. Raccoon is a 1-drop that plays for 2 power, but it can play for 4 power if you guess the location that your opponent played a card the turn that you play this. And sometimes that'll be very obvious depending on the locations that you see. Cable, 2 for 2 on reveal. Put the bottom card of your opponent's deck into your hand, so you can get you some cards that you wouldn't normally have access to, and it can also potentially mess up part of their strategy. So you know, he's completely fine. Mr. Sinister is a 2-drop that plays his clone on summon, and so he basically a 2-drop that plays for 4 power, which is pretty good early on. He does have the potential to bog down a location because he's going to take 2 out of the 4 spaces, so just make sure that you're not playing him at a location that you think you're going to need more spots on. Scarlet Witch is going to be good well on past pool 1. She replaces location with a random new one, so if there's a troublesome location that maybe messes with your deck strategy, she can get rid of that location and give you a new random one. Ironheart on reveal, give 3 other friendly cards plus 2 power, so this can really mess up math. And then on, so let's say you play this on turn 4 and you have 3 other cards out. She's basically playing 3 for 6. Now there are certain locations like the park that summons the squirrels. There's a location that summons little raptors, and so you can actually drop her on curve and then boost those cards. So she is, sometimes you can get the full value of her on turn 3, and you can run stuff like Squirrel Girl or even like your Mr. Sinister yourself, so you can play like a 1-cost Mr. Sinister, Ironheart, and then you have 3 targets. Wolfsbane on reveal, plus 2 power for each other card you have here, so you want to play her most of the time on a full location. So she's going to play for 2, 4, 6, and then her 1, so she's going to be 3 for 7, which is fantastic value. Enchantress on reveal removes the abilities from all ongoing cards at this location. So there's a lot of cards, especially early on, especially the Dino that gets bigger for every card in your hand. She can really turn that off, and that'll just mess up their strategy. So she doesn't have that much power, but her ability to turn off ongoing strategies is really strong. We have the White Tiger. It only has 1 power for 5, but she spawns a 7-power tiger in another location. And so if let's say you play her in a location and another location is full, then you know it's going to go to that 3rd location because it can't go anywhere else. Spider-Woman is cost 5, has 7 power, and it gives all enemy units -1. So if you play her on a full board, you're getting basically 11 powers worth of value for 5, and that's really strong. And then we have Odin. So on reveal, activate the on reveal abilities of each of your cards at this location. So you could get rid of another 1-cost creature, you could trigger Ironheart again, you can grow this again. Just all your on reveal effects happen twice. You're generally going to be playing Odin in the same location that you play White Tiger, so you can get 2 7-power tigers. And then if you play it with Spider-Woman, between Spider-Woman and Odin in a max board or at the location, that's potentially 23-point swing with 2 cards, which isn't bad, and it also is going to mess up their math big time because they're not going to, maybe they will be expecting it, but there's nothing they can do about it, where she can just basically give -8 power at a location from Odin. So that's the deck. I'm going to play some games with it. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, let's see what we find. That's good for us. I'm going to play it into the known location and hope they play something. They didn't. Okay, since no cards are revealed this turn, I only have the one play anyway. I'm just going to play the Sinister into the middle location. And that should flip, so if I play Ironheart, then I'll have 3 cards that can get the buff. Cards here have +1 power. Okay, so let's go ahead and start filling up that location as well. Perfect. And now Ironheart will give the +2 to 3 cards on 3. Very nice. How do I want to play this? Let's play Elektra here because I'm going to try to snipe a 1-cost maybe a couple of times with the Odin, but I doubt they even play 1-cost cards because they're playing Lockjaw. When you play a card here, it puts it back into the deck and plays a card straight from the deck, so you tend to play greedy cards because they play something and get something much bigger out instead. It's honestly pretty crazy. Let's see. Let's play Spider-Woman here, because this is the location that I'm going to try and contest the most. We have priority, so it's not going to afflict the way I want it to. Alright, now let's see what they get. So they got a bad card out of their deck and they had to retreat, and that's kind of, you know, one of the downsides of playing that deck, I guess, is you can, you know, pull this card, but usually that deck is, this break's pretty scary because they can just grab like random like 20 power cards for no reason. Alright, they got the better deal out of that, right? They got a 4-cost card. My Elektra doesn't do anything. I have no card to play because it pulled my Elektra. So this might be a retreat game right here. Yeah, I also can't do anything this turn either. I don't think this is winnable. He's playing one of the best decks in the game currently. I'm just going to cut my losses here, and I'm actually just going to retreat. Alright, let's see if we don't get boned so early on, right? Okay, +1 energy. That's not too bad. I will just play the Scarlet Witch rather than just passing. Ooh, interesting. I'm probably going to be the losing player because they probably have cheap stuff to make the Angela bigger. Okay, now I don't have to worry about my stuff dying at least. Ongoing effects are doubled. Well, we're an on-reveal deck, not an ongoing deck. So I'm just going to play the Wolfsbane here. I can still contest this location because Odin can make the Wolfsbane a lot larger. It might not be terrible to play the Ironheart over here, but we're already on turn 4, and if I don't want to Ironheart somewhere else, then Tiger over here, go 7 somewhere else, and then Odin go 7 somewhere else. Maybe that's not too bad, but 7 at either location wouldn't be too hard to overcome. It would be difficult to do 14 at one location. So let's put this here. Since after turn 4 you put a card from each player's hand here, if this happens to be Odin, then this will at least trigger again. So let's put some on-reveal effects in Grand Central just in case Odin gets slapped here. And also, if White Tiger gets put here, then at least the Odin can get multiple effects off, right? After turn 5. So this makes me want to just slam out the not good cards, right? So perhaps maybe Cable and this, and then I'm gonna get the value that I want anyway. So if I played just a 5-cost card, I would have my hand gunked up with these small things and not get the full value out of the Grand Central. That makes sense? Alright, hopefully it doesn't play Mysterio. Okay, I will definitely take Spider-Woman, that's completely fine. Okay, now is there a sequence that can get me the game? I think I'm just going to play Odin here and see if Ironheart will buff one of my cards over here and sure up the middle location. But if they played any card over here, that would foil that plan, and they know that they're pretty much going to win this no matter what. So I think I actually have to play Odin over here, but then they can just play a card here and win. Yikes. It just might not be that simple. Is this actually correct? Or I could do the 5-head thing and put Odin over here, but then we just tie. My goodness, I don't think there's a way for me to win. Maybe I should have just played the White Tiger last turn and got the double procs with the Odin. I'm just going to throw it down. Okay. We got it, Jesus. I think I misplayed there at some point, but it feels like I shouldn't have gotten that game, right? Woo! I'll take it. Victory. Since this is the only location that's been revealed, I'm gonna slam Raccoon here and hope they play there, and they do. So we get the value that we want. Well, that really helps me get the value out of my Ironheart, so let's play this. Actually, it doesn't, does it? Let's do this. I want to get all 6 power from the Ironheart. Okay, move all cards to the right shouldn't be too impactful. That's a little weird. Maybe they're playing a Miles Morales deck. Let's see. I kind of just want to shore up this location. Enchantress isn't countering anything, but it's still 4 power, so I'm just going to play it over here. Enchantress. And they play Enchantress too. I think thinking similarly. Give him the Spidey emote. Alright. Wolfsbane should just lock down this location. I think they're going to play an Asylum. Or Elysium, excuse me, not Asylum. Asylum. Okay, I'm glad I played it here because I would have just gotten a rock there and that would have not been good. Game's got to do all its recalculating. So if I put Odin over here, actually, I'm gonna snap. Oh, snap. Because this is a full location, so Spider-Woman's about to get all of her value. And now there's a turn 7. Interesting. Kind of wish I had my Scarlet Witch to just make the game end when I want it to end, right? So I don't think they're going to buff anything out of this, so I am just going to slam the Odin over here and try and win all the locations. That's fine. Okay. I can't draw, so let's just, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they can win, so I will definitely take that. Moon Cabbage, that is a very interesting name. Alright, so we have a 1-cost card, can't be too mad. I mean, I guess I'll play into it. I'd rather play into it than play into an unknown location. Alright. That sounds like a bot name. I would rather just play Raccoon here, because if they don't play into this location, then I have a chance of drawing the cards anyway. Okay, fine. Whenever you play a card here, add a copy to your hand. I don't think I like that very much. So let's turn that off, and I'll play Elektra over here, just trying to draw the 2 cards. Oh, I have the priority, so it won't possibly take it out. Of course, it's a giant sword master. I guess we'll see. If I don't win the location, I don't win the location. These discard decks and destroy decks higher up, or once you get your collection level further down and you verse people with higher collection levels, are everywhere because they're very, very strong decks. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to win this location if they've got 2 cards. Yeah, that's already going to be more than enough. And they're also overstatted. 2 cards in hand, and they're probably going to draw Hella. So, depending on my draw, I might just leave. So I can't move it here, obviously, because I don't want it to get destroyed. Let's play White Tiger over here. I think there's a really good chance we're going to lose this game. So 2 in hand and 2 in deck for the opponents. Yeah, this card is just massive. If it destroys a tiger, I'm definitely dead. Okay, I don't care about this location. So playing Odin, if the tiger goes over here, I just lose. So I'm going to go ahead and retreat before they snap. I don't want to lose any more cubes than I have to. Cat Bear also sounds like a bot name, but you know, who knows? Cards that cost 1 cannot be played here. I don't have any 1-cost cards anyway. Ruin a random location. I'm going to use the most of my energy, so I'm just going to go 2. That doesn't really give me much insight into what they're playing. Okay, that does. With Sentinel and this, that means it's the Dino deck, like probably Moon Girl Dino, so drawing Enchantress would be fantastic. And District X just destroyed all my hopes and dreams, just like that. I actually think I'm just going to play 2 cards so I can get the max value out of the Wolfsbane and the Ironheart. That makes sense. If this gets discarded, then it adds 2 cards to their hand for the Dino. I'm not going to play Cosmo here because that's probably where they're going to play the dinosaur at. I really just don't think there's a way for me to win this game. But I'll play it out just so you guys can see the Dino deck. Unless I have the completely wrong read on this deck, which it's possible. Definitely don't want to discard Odin, right? That would just be silliness. Okay, they're just being obnoxious because they're playing, you know, cards we're not. We're playing pool 1 cards. Like, give me a break. Let's see. The most bang for my buck is those two. I'm gonna move Nightcrawler over, and then I'm gonna Odin in this section.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. So if I move this over and I Odin, he's probably... Hold it up. If I move this over, then he knows he just has to play any card pretty much over here that costs more than it's more than 5 power, and he knows I can't really contest this location. So I'm gonna read that he's gonna do that, and I'm gonna play the Odin over here, and hopefully this gamble turns out to be solid. But we'll see. This is risky. Played it over there. What is this? Is this something that like fills the board? Okay, so he's got 8 in each location. So, first loss of the video. Let's see if I can end the video with a win. Alright, no 1-cost card, sadly. Let's just play Sinister over here, and then I have Wolfsbane or Ironheart to play, and I'll probably play the Wolfsbane. If I had a 1-cost, I would have played the Ironheart, because then I would have 3 creatures to get +2 too, right? Okay. Okay, that makes their last play pretty bad. So they're probably going to play over here to try and contest me, right? But I don't just want to play the 1 Raccoon, so I'm just going to play the Wolfsbane. Yeah. Cool. So this will also get weaker. I don't know why they're playing in a murder world unless they have a card that changes the location, like a Scarlet Witch or a Storm. Oh, this is the end of turn 3, so yeah, I have no idea what's going on. It must be a bot. I don't know. So now we can buff all 3 of the cards in this location by 2, and I'm going to play the Raccoon over here. Yep. Jessica Jones is quite strong. And they retreated. I thought about snapping, but didn't want to scare them off, and they were definitely going to leave if I snapped anyway. So, I'll take the cube, I'll take the win. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.